as dog movies that I've worked on, this is one of the most ambitious, without a doubt.
John Wick has definitely penetrated the zeitgeist with his love of dogs.
Good dog.
It really goes back to Chad's idea of gun foo, horse foo, dog foo.
To have multiple dogs that are doing this with gunfire going around, flips.
Canine, human, bad guy, gunfire.
That is what's really cool about the training that we've been able to do.
They're that precise, these dogs. He said a week later in hospital, it's all going to go very smoothly.
Probably inadvertently, we became kind of a dog film. You can always get bigger and bigger guns, but why not go the canine route?
Chad loves dogs, and so, obviously, I think was looking to incorporate that into his vision of his action.
To train a dog from a smaller adolescent age to an adult, there was a way to do it so that it was beneficial to the animal and safe for both the animal and the stunt performer. Bumped into a trainer named Andrew Sensen, very famous, does all the wolves in Game of Thrones. We wanted to train the dogs in a playful way to actually become stunt dogs. We got together some of the best acrobats and martial artists in the industry. So if this was the bite, you get the dog to twist. Got them together with 5 Belgian Malinois dogs that we had went out and cast for both intelligence and physicality. Hello, oh, I know, hi. Yes, hi. Kisses.
He's older, he's 2.
He's like solid.
This one we have dogs that we bought at birth and had been training for 7 months prior.
I mean, they went specifically out and found young dogs that were trained specifically for the movie.
These are dogs that the military uses. They're like really smart, strong, agile. They could literally climb a vertical wall.
Most animals are taught to calm down and not have that level of aggressiveness during playtime, for obvious reasons. See when they perk their ears like that? That means they look at it.
Belgian Malinois are known for their ability to, more than just attack, to actually hit, to jump and dive and basically punch you with their nose.
We were training both acting dogs and stunt dogs.
Is that the dog? He likes you.
So it ends up being a lot more complicated because they are almost doing 2 different things.
Teach them how to be ninjas. We decided, well, we can't have the trainers where we always want them to be, so the best way to do it was train the cast to be the on-camera trainer.
It was a real relationship that was built, and there were 5 of them. I could command them just like the trainers could command them. So I would spend 4 days a week out there with the dogs, 2-3 hours a day, and I would just go through the drills with them just like the trainers. As the trainers were learning who they were, I was learning who they were. They're ferocious looking, and they're doing some amazing stunts, but they're also really sweet. So I get a certain amount of time to just love on them and play with them. And then I have another set of time where I work with training them. When we're actually shooting, I can actually command them and tell them what to do, and they'll actually, hopefully, on the day, listen to me.
Allie spent over 8 months on and off working with the trainers, to a point where when I was training with her, the trainer said to me, yeah, they treat her like a trainer.
I think she really understood what she was up against, and she couldn't come in with anything less than everything she had.
We've been training them since January. We're going to bring them to Morocco. We have to bring them there 4 or 5 weeks before we get there to get acclimated to the weather because it's really hot there.
Who knows what we encounter in Morocco, but this is all about being able to walk into those situations and rely on the dog to do what we've trained him to do.
Morocco is one of the most challenging filmmaking experiences I'm sure I will ever have.
Having trained for 6 months was essential in getting through this process and not blowing up the place. There's cats everywhere. And when my dogs saw cats, they went ballistic. We'd be in the middle of a scene and all of a sudden a cat would come strolling by and off goes the dog, because at the end of the day, they're animals. Their nature says, go get that cat. Before every scene, somebody would come in and do a cat sweep and try to get all the cats out of the square. But Chad's takes are so long, inevitably, during a take, a cat would, wander through the set, and then there goes the dogs.
So Hallie would be giving commands on the day that told the dogs where to go during the takes.
There's a lot of atmospheric smoke for camera, a lot of different lights and a lot of different sounds. So for them, it's taken a minute to get used to it, but they're performing excellently. They've been doing a really good job. They've really trained the work with Hallie when she's needing them to do, precision movements.
then there's some complicated acting scenes where you just need a dog to sit and stay while dialogue goes on, but keep that gaze locked. You know, like these are supposed to be Sophia's weapons.
Sit.
They are focused on protecting her.
They have a sense of play, but they also are known to, like, attack on command.
What most people don't know is when you see a dog attack a stunt person or a trainer on camera, it's a dog trying to kill the individual. The dog doesn't know it's a movie.
And we've got so many different kinds of hits. We want to target the dog to a leg, or to an arm, or to a chest. You start just with just a device used to focus the dog to a certain area. It's called a tug. To be able to say, no, don't hit that guy, don't hit that guy, hit that guy 30 feet away.
When you show them the toy that they want to hit, it's on.
They're not just biting, slowly coming in, they're slamming into people. So when you're trying to ask dogs to do that, but be safe, it's very ambitious.
Sophia, always so nice to see you. And the dogs, of course, are marvelous. So I turned up just to meet them and have a little gun rehearsal. Fantastic. And before I knew it, I was doing this kind of dog versus my crutch stunt, which was not expected.
God bless Jerome Flynn. He went for it. He did the stunt.
I mean, there's a dog involved and my crutch. So, yeah, that's going to be a new experience for me. But I didn't see that coming.
Pound for pound, their strength is extraordinary. I mean, I'm watching them pull a 180-pound guy across the ground. And these dogs, I don't think, weigh 60 pounds.
You shot my dog.
I get it.
Behind the scenes is actually the dog just playing. And it's just them doing what they naturally do. Now that we've just finished shooting that sequence, I think it's going to be everything that, you know, we had wished it could be.
We just found talented individuals to do the hard work that it would take to pull off the shots.
What's going to end up on screen is going to look like these killer animals.
I would say 80% of the people I know have a pet, either dog or cat, preferably dogs mostly, and, you know, dogs show you who you are. Like, they know character better than anybody.
It was a relationship, and a really lovely one. I'm an animal person. I have 2 dogs myself, so that was the sweetest part of my day, to go and hang out with the dogs.